Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about a lot of things in today's video. You know, I always tell you, sometimes it's a conversation I have with someone outside of crypto that leads to a video. Sometimes it's a situation that I'm put in that leads to me putting that in a video. Today is no different. And it's the weekend. I like to change things up. But at the end of today's video, I'm going to give you all something to think about. The problem with monopoly money. Monopoly money is a thin slice of a treasury's debt. Each token, whether paper, aluminum, or digital, is backed by debt, which is payable in monopoly money. Sound money is the resistance movement. You know, ever since you got into crypto, you talk to friends, family members, co-workers about crypto, and they look at it as monopoly money. It's not real. They can't hold it in their hands. But what's the difference between the US dollar and monopoly money? The only difference between these two notes is your belief that one has more value than the other. The US dollar is propped up by nothing but debt. And it loses more and more value all the time. And that's going to continue to happen in the future. And I always looked at crypto as having more value. We're holding XRP, which is the technology of the future. It's something that's going to move money from one CBDC to another, whether it's fiat or digital money. I think that's way more valuable than the US dollar. Moody's dropping this bomb on Friday. I talked about this. Moody's cut USA outlook to negative, citing higher interest rates and deficits. But the U.S. Treasury Department does not agree with Moody's because the American economy remains strong. How many of you honestly believe the American economy remains strong? Right now, we're all facing inflation. And that's going to continue into the future. At some point, I still think we're going to see hyperinflation, especially once the US dollar really starts to collapse. But you see it at the grocery store, even the real estate market now. Houses are shrinking and they're becoming more expensive. Food is shrinking and also becoming more expensive as well. China's bank is under a ransomware attack that disrupted the U.S. Treasury market. It's our Treasury market so conjoined with China's banks that it has an actual effect. You know, they don't want you buying crypto on any Chinese exchanges. They don't want you holding any Chinese cryptocurrencies. But at the same time, the U.S. government is getting more and more tied up with China. You see them meeting with China all the time as well. It's such a double standard. It's all about making crypto look bad. That's why when they talk about crypto, the narrative is always that you should never invest in crypto. You know, you'll lose all your money. There's nothing but scammers inside of crypto. What do you think is inside the U.S. government? It's nothing but scammers and politicians lining their pockets on the back of the American people. Big banks are sitting on $650 billion of unrealized losses, according to Moody's. It's a sign even Wall Street's best-known names are feeling the heat from the Treasury market rout. And that brings me to the situation that led to this video. The banks are not safe. Here's what happened on Friday. I have to do one more big job this year. I have to order equipment for that job. And the equipment costs more than the $2,500 daily limit that they put on a debit card. So I had to call the bank and I got a teller on the phone. And they said, well, we would love to raise your daily limit, but we need a bank manager here to sign off. And the bank manager is out today. So you're going to have to call back on Monday. Well, the equipment ended up on my credit card. But I told you before, my bank is already in the insurance business. They're selling home, renters, auto, and pet insurance. I think there's much bigger problems going on at the banks, and people need to get away from the banks before it's too late. Think about it. One day you're going to go to the bank. The ATM is no longer going to work. The doors are going to be locked, and you're going to be a victim of a bail-in. And that is definitely coming. It's part of the Great Reset, bank consolidations. But you know, this is what they're keeping us distracted with right now. Hamas supporters in New York City have surrounded Grand Central Station and are attempting to breach the outer doors to reach police officers sheltering inside. This is all over the mainstream media news right now. And what I think they're keeping us distracted from is this right here. European Union agrees on digital ID wallet implementation, hints at a digital euro integration. They are pushing full steam ahead over in the EU. How far behind is the US actually? U.S. central bank eyeing digital dollar to counter BRICS pay. So they're using BRICS as a reason to create a digital dollar. And they're going to roll out that digital dollar. It's going to happen. Some people are living in denial about it right now. And once that digital dollar comes, that will be the beginning of the end for cash. For a period of time, you're going to have both side by side. But they're going to give you one reason after another to keep using the CBDC instead of cash until cash is gone forever. First, Sweden created the problem by importing millions of fake refugees. Then the citizens get upset at how some areas of Sweden have become a third world country. Now the Swedish government, instead of deporting all of the fake refugees to fix the problem, they instead decide to create a massive surveillance state. The same is happening right here in the United States right now. You know, our cities look like third world countries. And they're going to come up with a reason now to roll out a digital ID. They're going to blame it on immigration. Wait and see. Now we're going to get to the big question. So on this planet, the price of everything is in USD, dollars and cents, not Bitcoin, Satoshis, or XRP drops. We will always be at the mercy of the conventional financial world as long as we have to cash out our crypto to spend it. I always said when it comes time to cash out your crypto, you're not going to be cashing out into US dollars. Nobody's going to want to do that when the time comes. What happens when USD tumbles? Most crypto are equated to USD. Hence, USD tumbles. Assets rise rapidly in comparison. So we're going to cash out XRP to what? USD? You gotta be joking. So what do you all think that we're going to be cashing out into? I always said it won't be USD. I think we are going to see a new world's reserve currency first. The de-dollarization will lead to the rise of a new reserve currency. But as that happens, we are going to face hyperinflation. You got to be prepared for that as well. You know, a lot of people still don't understand that yet. They will very fast once it gets here. World Reserve Currency XRP. In a space on X, David Schwartz said it's possible that XRP will one day become the world's reserve currency. I'm all in XRP 100%. So are we holding the world's reserve currency? That's the big question. David Schwartz also said that there can be multiple world reserve currencies. So maybe XLM will also be a world's reserve currency when the time comes. Implementation of ISO 222, leading cryptocurrencies to be added in upcoming financial rollout. Now, we all seen these mappings in the past, but what if XRP is the world's reserve currency? What would you value XLM at against XRP? What would you value XDC or QNT or Algo or IOTA or HBAR at if XRP was the only world's reserve currency? There's a lot of questions around this, and there's really no right answer right now because we're not quite there yet. A lot of people say we're going to be cashing out into this right here. Rainbow currency backed by gold. So is that going to be the next world's reserve currency? That's the big question. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Put it in the comments section down below. But really, it doesn't matter what the world's reserve currency is, because we're holding the world's bridge currency right now. XRP cannot be sitting at a low price when it's moving all that value on a daily basis. But each one of these ISO cryptocurrencies are going to be moving value. They're all going to be game-changing in the future. They can all lead you to financial freedom. Every single one of them can have the potential to do that right now. But all you have to do is invest into these cryptocurrencies to get that financial freedom. And like I said, XRP, it's going to be the trust layer in between two CBDCs. And that alone, to me, is priceless. I don't know what the price of XRP is going to be 2 years from now, but I know everyone 2 years from now will be wishing they could go back to the time we're in today to buy up these cryptocurrencies. They will be left with regret over the coming years. Anybody not holding these cryptocurrencies will be left with regret. Your friends, your family members, your coworkers, when they're watching you quit your job and drive off in your brand new car, whether it be a Porsche or the Lambo, will realize you were right all along. But it was a hard road to get to where we're going. The road may get a little bit harder in the future, but we all know what the end has in store for us. Stay patient, stay positive, let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.